Have you ever experienced a slight unease after sipping water first thing in the morning? Perhaps you experienced a sense of fullness, a touch of dizziness, or even a slight nausea. You're in good company. Numerous individuals inadvertently commit basic errors when it comes to morning hydration, which can lead to feeling even worse, particularly as we age. Let's be honest. We all understand that staying hydrated is essential for maintaining energy levels, but what if we're approaching it incorrectly? In this video, I will guide you through 5 frequent errors that many individuals encounter when hydrating in the morning. The reality is that strategies that were effective in your 30s or 40s may not serve you as well in your 60s or later. As our bodies transform, so too must our approaches to hydration. By the conclusion of this video, you'll gain a comprehensive insight into proper hydration techniques and steer clear of these frequent pitfalls. I will present straightforward yet powerful adjustments that can enhance your mornings, allowing you to begin your day with increased energy and clarity. From the temperature of your water to the manner in which you consume it, these subtle changes can lead to significant improvements. If you're looking to enhance your mornings, elevate your energy levels, and prioritize your well-being, stay tuned. Your morning hydration routine can significantly influence your overall well-being in ways you might not expect. Be sure to take note of these simple yet impactful suggestions. Your body will express its gratitude. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with all the latest videos. Your encouragement is truly appreciated, and if this video resonated with you, consider helping me share these important insights by liking and sharing it. If this video resonates with you, feel free to leave a comment. 1. If you have any suggestions, please comment with a 0 to share how I can enhance and create better videos for you. Let us commence. Error 1. Consuming ice-cold water when the stomach is empty. May I pose a question that could resonate with you personally? Have you ever enjoyed that invigorating sip of cold water first thing in the morning, only to feel your stomach twist uncomfortably or even sense a chill running down your chest? Perhaps you've experienced a sense of lightheadedness or a headache beginning to emerge shortly thereafter. Many of us often dismiss it, believing it's merely a fleeting instance or something disconnected. However, there's an insight you might not be aware of. The icy water you sip on an empty stomach, particularly in the morning, delivers a jolt to your system. A situation your body isn't fully ready to handle. As we drift into slumber, our bodies embrace a serene, rejuvenating phase. It feels like a soft respite amidst the tumult of existence. Our organs begin to decelerate, our digestive systems pause for a moment, and our blood vessels naturally tighten slightly. It's not a negative aspect, rather, it's the process through which we rejuvenate and mend ourselves as we rest each night. Yet, as dawn breaks, rather than softly rousing our bodies with warmth or a serene stretch, we shock them with a glass of icy water. Picture yourself pressing the brakes on a vehicle that hasn't fully heated up yet. It doesn't feel pleasant, does it? It's akin to providing your body with a sudden surge, prompting your stomach muscles to tighten, your blood vessels to constrict further, and your system to kick into high gear, all before it has fully roused. For older adults, this sudden stress can be particularly challenging, as our bodies no longer bounce back from such shocks as swiftly. In our youth, we often discovered that cold water had a refreshing quality, akin to a sudden jolt that awakened our senses and made us feel truly alive. As we age, our metabolism tends to slow, and our circulation grows increasingly sensitive. Our bodies no longer withstand extremes as they once did. The ice-cold water that once invigorated us can now leave us feeling worse, not better. Water itself isn't the problem, rather, it's the temperature that poses the concern. During those moments when your body is gradually transitioning from the tranquil, unhurried rhythm of slumber, the suddenness of cold water can be quite jarring to your system. Allow me to introduce you to Eleanor, a person who, much like many others, believed she was making a wise choice by starting her day with ice-cold water each morning. Eleanor, at 76, remains as sharp as ever, and she once had a fondness for that chilly drink. She insisted it was the key to clearing her throat and energizing her morning. However, as time passed, she started to realize that her hands were becoming cold, her stomach would cramp, and an unsettling feeling lingered within her. Her digestion felt heavy, and each morning turned into a greater challenge. Only after her doctor suggested she try room temperature water did things begin to shift. In the span of a week, Eleanor's mornings transformed entirely. Say goodbye to stomach cramps and cold hands. She experienced a greater sense of equilibrium, a deeper tranquility. And her digestion was no longer sluggish. A small, simple adjustment, allowing the water to sit or opting for lukewarm, transformed her entire day. That serves as a compelling reminder. What succeeded for us before doesn't guarantee it will continue to do so indefinitely. Our bodies warrant greater compassion at this moment. Ultimately, they have supported us through the many twists and turns of life over the years. We should strive to provide them with a more compassionate and thoughtful approach, even in matters as basic as drinking water. If you often grab that ice-cold glass first thing in the morning, it might be worth contemplating a switch to room temperature water. Give it a few days and observe how your body reacts. Prepare to be surprised by the level of comfort and tranquility your mornings can achieve. Your body deserves that kindness. Error 2. Consuming water rapidly or in large swallows. I understand. The urge to down that glass of water the moment you rise is undeniable. Your throat is dry, reminiscent of a desert landscape, and the idea of gulping down a refreshing drink to satisfy that thirst brings a sense of triumph, a small win in the moment. You might think it's best to just finish it quickly, wouldn't you? However, there lies a challenge. Drinking too quickly, particularly right after waking up, is not beneficial for your body. Your entire system could be thrown into disarray without you even being aware of it. Allow me to set the scene. As the dawn breaks and you gently awaken, your body is in the midst of shifting from the embrace of slumber. Your heart begins to race, your blood pressure aligns with the rhythm of a new day, and your stomach lingers in a state of slumber. Your body seems to be in a state of gentle awakening, stretching and yawning as it seeks to settle into its rhythm after a long period of rest. Suddenly, you gulp down an entire glass of water in one swift motion. The sudden surge of water can jolt your senses. The abrupt surge may result in your stomach swelling rapidly, which can lead to discomfort, queasiness, lightheadedness, or even an unusual sensation in your chest. Some of you may wonder, what is happening? I solely consumed water. However, the true issue lies not in the water itself, but rather in the speed at which you consume it. When you gulp down your water rapidly, your body lacks the opportunity to adapt. The kidneys, designed to manage fluids at a measured pace, shift into high gear to handle the abrupt surge. The balance of your electrolytes, which is quite fragile, can easily become disrupted, leading to potential chaos within your entire system. This holds particularly true for older individuals, as their bodies often exhibit heightened sensitivity to such swift alterations. It's akin to igniting a domino effect that leaves you feeling disoriented and unsettled for the remainder of the day. I have a tale to tell that truly emphasizes this point. Walter, a 72-year-old retired coach, had a routine of waking up and downing an entire bottle of water before even stepping out of bed. He believed it was a wonderful endeavor. Wholesome, structured, an endeavor he could take pride in. But here's the twist. On certain mornings, he'd unexpectedly feel lightheaded and dizzy, and it simply didn't feel right to him. It wasn't a constant occurrence, but it happened often enough to raise his worries. Following a conversation with his doctor, they connected the dots. It wasn't about his health, nor his age, it was the sheer speed and volume of the water he consumed. His body was not afforded the necessary time to acclimate to the abrupt influx of liquid all at once. What's the answer? A subtle change in his approach to drinking water. He chose to savor each sip, prolonging the experience over 15 to 20 minutes rather than consuming it in one swift motion. The outcomes were truly extraordinary. The dizziness disappeared. The mornings embraced a sense of tranquility, his energy maintained a steady rhythm, and the day unfolded with a harmonious ease. There's no requirement for strong medications or intricate adjustments. A slight modification in his approach to hydration. The slightest adjustment transformed everything. If you're still engaged with this video and appreciate these lessons, kindly drop a 1 in the comments to show me you're still with me. Take a moment to ponder this. Your body isn't seeking a deluge upon waking. A soft flow is desired. It calls out for your gentle touch and consideration. Next time, take a moment to savor that glass instead of hurrying through it. Straighten your posture, inhale deeply, and relish every drop. Allow your body the necessary time to awaken, to process, and to hydrate without inundating it. There's no need to hurry or feel pressured by time. It's a time to nurture your own well-being. Take a moment to savor your water in the mornings. Tomorrow, try to slow down and notice the sensations it brings. At times, even the tiniest adjustment can lead to the most significant impact on your body's reactions. Isn't it true that we could all benefit from a touch more mindfulness to start our days? Error 3. Consuming water from plastic bottles that have been sitting out overnight. This resonates deeply with many, particularly for those who find solace in having a water bottle close at hand, perhaps resting on their bedside. I understand. It's easy, it's known, and it embodies a straightforward, wholesome routine. Many of us engage in this activity. A bottle is filled, placed on the nightstand, and sipped from during the night or first thing in the morning. It seems like the appropriate course of action, wouldn't you agree? However, there's an important aspect that many overlook, and it's essential to grasp. Consuming water from plastic bottles left out overnight, especially in a warm environment, can lead to exposure to undesirable chemicals that are best avoided. Certainly, it may appear innocuous, particularly when the water appears pristine and inviting. However, this is the unsettling aspect. The plastic bottle, seemingly harmless, could be releasing toxic substances into the water as it remains idle. The appearance of the water may be deceiving, it's the hidden threat of chemicals lurking beneath that demands our attention. A significant offender is a substance known as BPA, frequently present in older or lower-grade plastic bottles. Just because your bottle claims to be BPA-free doesn't mean you should relax just yet. Numerous plastics include other comparable substances that can perform the same functions as BPA. They may disrupt the natural balance of hormones in your body. When it comes to my health, the last thing I want is anything interfering with my hormones. Let me share something important. With the passage of time, our bodies tend to become increasingly sensitive, and the equilibrium of our hormones can become more delicate. Perhaps you are currently navigating thyroid concerns, overseeing your blood pressure, or striving to maintain balanced blood sugar levels. When these foreign chemicals infiltrate your system, even in minimal quantities, they can disrupt your body's capacity to maintain smooth operations. The effects may not be apparent at first, but gradually, those chemicals can accumulate, leading to issues that begin to emerge. It begins with a gentle touch. Perhaps you begin to sense a constant fatigue, or you find yourself experiencing unexpected mood swings, bloating, or an overall feeling of unease. And you find yourself pondering, why do I feel this way? What's happening? Yet, the solution may be staring you in the face. Allow me to recount a tale about a man named Stanley. At 78 years old, Stanley has consistently prioritized staying hydrated. For years, he would fill a plastic bottle with tap water, place it by his bed, and take sips throughout the night. It was his ritual. In his thoughts, he believed he was on the right path. He believed he was opting for a nutritious decision. However, after several months, circumstances began to shift. He started to suffer from persistent headaches, his digestion was irregular, and despite getting ample sleep, he constantly felt fatigued and worn out. Initially, it appeared as though his life remained untouched by change. His diet remained unchanged, he was adhering to his medication regimen, yet an unsettling feeling lingered. He visited his doctor, who conducted tests and found nothing concerning, leaving Stanley in a state of greater confusion. It was only after he consulted with a nutritionist that the revelation emerged. The source of the issue was his plastic bottle. The bottle, filled again and again, resting beside a cozy lamp each evening, was the source of his unease. The plastic had been seeping harmful substances into his water for quite some time, and gradually, it was affecting his health. The answer was straightforward. Stanley transitioned to using a glass bottle, and rather than refilling the same one repeatedly, he began pouring fresh water each morning. Do you want to hear what transpired? In a matter of weeks, the headache began to diminish, energy levels started to rise, and he felt a renewed sense of self that had been absent for months. Now, let me clarify something. I'm not suggesting that just one sip from a plastic bottle will destroy your health. That is not accurate. Consider it for a moment. Consistently sipping from that plastic bottle, day in and day out, week after week, month after month, leads to the gradual buildup of those minuscule chemical traces. While you may not notice the impact right away, your body is putting in extra effort to handle them. The liver, kidneys, and hormones all carry the weight of these chemicals. For seniors, even the slightest additional strain on the body is significant. This is an issue we cannot overlook. If you happen to have a plastic bottle resting on your nightstand at this moment, I invite you to consider making a small yet impactful change. Switch to a glass or stainless steel bottle, and fill it with fresh water every morning. What may appear to be a minor adjustment in routine can, believe me, lead to significant improvements in your well-being. Envision the enhanced vitality of your body once it's liberated from those hidden chemicals. Making this change is simple, yet it has the potential to enhance your sense of tranquility and boost your energy significantly. Ultimately, isn't that what we all desire? To experience a sense of well-being, to radiate energy, and to be assured that we are doing all we can to nurture ourselves as we grow older? Embrace the journey today, your body will express its gratitude. Error 4. Consuming water when your stomach is either overly full or completely empty after taking specific medications. Now, let's pause to reflect on your usual morning routine. As you emerge from the embrace of slumber, perhaps still tinged with the remnants of dreams, your hand instinctively seeks out your medication, soon accompanied by a refreshing glass of water. It appears to be the appropriate choice, wouldn't you agree? It feels like second nature. Ultimately, your physician likely advised you to consume your medication with water. Clear, rational, balanced. However, what frequently goes unnoticed, and is seldom highlighted, is the specifics of how, when, and how much water one should consume, and even more crucially, whether food should factor into this consideration. That tiny, seemingly trivial detail can change everything, and it's remarkably easy to overlook. Allow me to clarify. Consuming excessive amounts of water in a short period, particularly on an empty stomach right after medication, can result in various uncomfortable symptoms. Picture experiencing an unexpected surge of queasiness, or the uncomfortable sensation of bloating that leaves your abdomen feeling as if it might explode. At times, it may even provoke heartburn. And here's the twist, it's not merely the water, but also the timing and the empty stomach that bear the blame. The lining of your stomach could become irritated, and the medication might not be absorbed effectively. It's a nuanced yet impactful disturbance that your body may find challenging to manage. Conversely, consuming a hearty breakfast and following it with a substantial glass of water can also pose challenges, particularly for medications designed to be taken without any food in the stomach. The timing holds greater significance than we frequently acknowledge. The digestive system, though it appears robust, is surprisingly delicate, more fragile than we typically acknowledge. In the mornings, it's all about the gradual awakening. Hormones are shifting, acidity levels are varying, and when you mix in a handful of pills with an overwhelming amount of water, it's akin to demanding your system to bear more than it can manage. Your body may protest, saying, "Wait, I wasn't prepared for this." And that's when the unease starts to set in. Consider Margaret, for instance. At 80 years old, she has adhered to the same routine for many years. Taking her thyroid pill, she followed it with a generous glass of water, pausing for a moment before enjoying her breakfast. But one day, unexpectedly, she began to feel a wave of nausea. Everything remained the same. No new medications, no new foods. Her blood work came back completely normal. Still, the nausea lingered on. It was utterly perplexing. At last, her physician inquired about her hydration habits. And that was the moment they finally uncovered the truth. She had consumed an excessive amount of water in a short span, immediately following her pill intake. Her stomach struggled to cope, leading to all the unease. With a subtle yet impactful adjustment, Margaret's mornings underwent a remarkable transformation. Rather than downing a hefty glass of water, she began to take small sips, just enough to help her swallow the pill. After a 45-minute wait, she finally had breakfast, and just like that, the nausea vanished. The follow-up blood work for hair indicated positive progress. This was not a significant transformation. A minor tweak, yet it transformed everything. With the improvement in her medication, she started to experience a greater sense of calm in the mornings. What insights can you glean from this? Begin by observing your body's reactions following the intake of your medication. If you find yourself feeling uneasy, hazy, or out of sorts in the mornings, don't simply attribute it to your medication or your age. Your method of consumption might be influencing the situation, especially how you're hydrating yourself. If discomfort is a frequent visitor, consider taking smaller sips, spacing your meals, and above all, avoid inundating your stomach with water immediately after taking your medication. Allow your body a moment to acclimate. At times, it's not necessary to alter everything. It's about embracing a softer approach to your daily practices. Focusing on the little things can enhance your mood and provide you with the wonderful opportunity for a calm, more relaxed beginning to your day. Your well-being is invaluable, and it's important to pause and reflect on these straightforward, daily practices. Mornings should be a source of comfort, not a struggle filled with discomfort or frustration. With just a slight tweak, you can bring that vision to life. Error 5. Omitting breakfast and substituting it solely with water. Let's take a moment to be candid. The abundance of advice available today can be quite daunting, particularly when it seems to be pouring in from every direction online. You've likely come across the popular advice circulating, such as drinking water first thing in the morning, skipping breakfast, and allowing your body to fast. While that approach may suit certain individuals, particularly younger ones or those dedicated to rigorous health routines, it doesn't consistently align with the requirements of older adults. Believe me, beginning your day with only water and foregoing breakfast can subtly and gradually impact your body and energy levels in ways you might not immediately notice. Consider it carefully. Upon rising in the morning, your body has undergone a fast lasting 8 to 10 hours throughout the night. In that period, your blood sugar levels have decreased, your energy reserves are depleted, and your mind is yearning for the essential nutrients required to function optimally. To maintain strength and agility, your muscles require that vital energy source. Initially, you might feel perfectly fine drinking only water, but as time passes, a noticeable change begins to occur. One may experience fatigue, trembling, or a sense of mental cloudiness. Perhaps you find yourself feeling irritable, or experiencing a dip in energy during the late morning hours. It's simple to confuse these sensations with stress or fatigue, yet the reality is that they might stem from inadequate nourishment. I'm not suggesting that water lacks significance. Indeed, it is. Hydration is crucial for your body, and water plays a vital role in that process. However, let's be honest about this. Water alone cannot fulfill the essential nutrients your body requires for optimal health and vitality. Consider it carefully. Following that glass of water with just coffee is not the best way to ensure a successful start. You're energizing your system without establishing a strong base. As time goes on, that will inevitably complicate matters. It's akin to attempting to steer a vehicle that has run completely dry of gas. Certainly, it may begin for a brief period, but it won't endure for long. If you're still engaged with this video and appreciate these lessons, kindly drop a 2 in the comments to show me you're still with me. Allow me to share a story about Alice. At 69 years old, she possesses a keen intellect and an unwavering spirit of independence. Alice had come across numerous articles on intermittent fasting and found it to be an appealing method to simplify her mornings. Consequently, she ceased having breakfast and only consumed water until midday. Initially, she observed a slight decrease in weight and thought, "This is effective." Yet, before too much time passed, a change started to stir within her. Her spirits began to wane, her recollections started to blur, and she discovered she was echoing words without awareness. Her daughter, always attuned to the nuances around her, observed the shift and thoughtfully recommended that Alice consult her doctor. The doctor's checkup didn't uncover any significant health concerns, but it did highlight the issue at hand. Alice was neglecting to provide her body with the essential nourishment it required in the morning. Her mind was depleted, and it was evident. Once Alice made the choice to include a modest breakfast, nothing too lavish, just a boiled egg, a slice of toast, and some fruit, everything began to shift. It felt like a spell had been cast. Her vitality surged back, her thoughts sharpened, and she found herself more grounded. It felt like a light had been turned on, revealing her true self in a way she hadn't experienced in months. Consider this: simplicity isn't always the best approach, particularly regarding breakfast choices. Absolutely, hydration is crucial for maintaining a balanced lifestyle. Your body requires more than mere hydration to truly thrive. It seeks genuine, substantial sustenance, something that feeds your muscles, hones your intellect, and maintains your strength. A touch of protein, a hint of fiber, and a boost to fuel your day ahead. If you've been neglecting breakfast, believing it's beneficial, I encourage you to consider a new approach starting tomorrow. Incorporate a small enhancement into your daily habits. Perhaps a few nuts, a modest bowl of oatmeal, or even a refreshing fruit smoothie. Prepare to be astonished by the remarkable improvement in your well-being when you respond to your body's needs. In an instant, the mist dissipates, your spirits rise, and you gain the insight needed to confront any challenges ahead. Consider this: it's intriguing how something as fundamental as water, a substance we've consumed for years, can evoke such varied sensations as we age. Water remains constant. No, it's we. Our bodies have grown in wisdom, becoming more sensitive to their needs, urging us to pay closer attention than ever before. Our bodies communicate with us, yet are we truly listening? This dialogue isn't intended to instill fear or dictate your actions. It's all about being conscious. Attuning ourselves to the little details that can create a significant impact on our everyday experiences. As we begin to observe the delicate changes, such as experiencing bloating, anxiety, or an overall sense of unease in the mornings, it doesn't necessarily indicate that something is profoundly amiss. Sometimes, it takes a subtle hint to realize that perhaps your routine could benefit from a slight adjustment. Perhaps you'll choose to change things up tomorrow. Perhaps you'll opt for water at room temperature rather than cold. Perhaps you'll take your time, enjoying each sip, instead of hastily consuming it all at once. Perhaps you'll swap out that worn plastic bottle for a sleek glass one, because why not indulge in a bit of self-care? Perhaps, just perhaps, you might complement your water with a straightforward breakfast. Provide your body with the essentials it craves, ensuring you kickstart your day with vigor and vitality. What insights have you gained up to this point? Consider how minor adjustments, such as incorporating a touch of nourishment in the morning, can significantly impact our feelings and productivity as the day unfolds. I would be delighted to receive your thoughts. What is something you've discovered today that you plan to incorporate into your daily routine? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Let's engage in a dialogue and uplift one another as we navigate this path towards our optimal well-being. If you enjoyed this video, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more engaging content like this. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to our next encounter.